The statement that our rights do not come from our laws or our governments is extremely troubling.
For the Gen Z people in the audience who are too young to remember the 2016 election, Tim Kaine was almost our vice president. He was Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton's running mate. He is now the senator of Virginia. Why is that relevant? Well, Virginia is where Monticello is. It's where Thomas Jefferson's house is. Virginia is a very important first colony in the United States where the founding fathers spent a lot of time discussing, hashing out what would become the foundation of our democratic republic. One of those things, one of the pillars that they made, specifically Thomas Jefferson, Virginia resident, was the Declaration of Independence. Tim Kaine, again, senator from Virginia, is showing his obliviousness on our founding. And he was almost our vice president. And honestly, this asks the question, if you don't believe in the same foundation of government, that being consent of the governed, and the consent of the governed comes from the fact that we all get our rights from God, then how are you supposed to legislate on any matters? Any matters, including ones that are of moral human dignity. That would include when life begins, the moment of conception, on abortion, on euthanasia, on anything. So I guess Tim Kaine just believes that someone can just invent your rights. Whoever's in power just decides to bestow them on you, so it's subject to the whims of the ruler. Our founding fathers, on the other hand, believed that these rights were inalienable, they were universal, and they were given by God. The Bill of Rights was just an extra precaution. It was just a document that was specifying so no one could ever debate, no one could ever dispute that we had freedom of religion and press and expression and assembly. It was just an extra fail-safe, like, by the way, here it is clearly enumerated, and we're seeing the perils of not enumerating that in places like Great Britain, where there's restrictions on free speech now that are akin to some authoritarian regimes. To watch the rest of this video, make sure you head to our YouTube channel, Locked In with Caroline Downey.